In my general area, this isn't like, I don't live in a community where this is what I do is heavily accepted. Being with TSM isn't just like me being signed under a team. It's more like me fighting crime with my favorite superhero. I was a huge TSM fan, like back when I used to play League, because I used to play League for like 4 years.
Then the game really started to die. Newer games like No Players Battlegrounds came out, and people started to realize that League is just boring. In my opinion, no one wants to sit there for 40 minutes in a game where you can't even win half the time because you're held back by your teammates who you can't even voice communicate with. I mean, why the f have they not introduced in-game voice communication? How the hell are you supposed to communicate with your teammates? Are you supposed to type to them in the middle of the action? Well, I guess you probably could, because League's so f***ing boring that you're really not even doing anything half the time. It's no wonder Dyrus and Doublelift started running down mid. Many people ask how I got so good at Fortnite. The answer is I do daily resistance training with my sisters. I wouldn't recommend trying this at home without close adult supervision, as this is highly dangerous.
No, 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 no! Me.
Now the deal was I was gonna write a guide for solomid.net for $50 a week, but I did end up negotiating it up to 60. Just keep it on the down low.
If you tell anyone, I will find you.
The main reason for the huge success of my negotiations was that I showed Reginald what happened to FaZe Clan after they picked up a Fortnite team. I had done my research on FaZe Clan because they were actually my first choice, but I saw that living in the FaZe house was giving Tico anxiety. Then FaZe Banks had a drug addiction, and FaZe Adapt was talking about how people were stealing from the house. Also, Adapt's little sisters are always hanging around the FaZe house, and they're kind of annoying. Milan's always doing these cringe musicallys. You're like 12 years old, go play with a Barbie or something. Speaking of Barbies, Ninja was actually my first choice, but apparently he doesn't like me anymore because I swear too much.
That's why I'm actually not really playing with Myth that much. Myth just swears a lot, man, and I'm like a lot. Like he says the F word like 5 times a sentence. I don't want parents not being okay with, you know, what their kids watching my stream because I'm playing duos with somebody.
This really sucks because I learned to swear in the first place from watching Ninja's streams.
He got me. I didn't have enough ammo in my shotty. I kept having to reload it. He got there with a tactical shotgun too. What a lucky stick, dude. All my was unloaded. God, why? Dude, those that little piece of shit, they rushed me because they knew who I was. 1,000,000%. What a bunch of lords, man. I would have destroyed that kid if I had one shot in my green pump. He would have been dead.
The funny thing is that TSM has absolutely nothing to do with FPS games. The name TSM was originally supposed to be Team Reginald, but that was taken, so they went with the next closest name they could find. A lot of you new might not know, but Reginald used to be the mid laner for TSM. That was before he kicked himself from the team for not being able to pull a gold card on Twisted Fate in competitive play.
Oh, beautiful pickup right there, but here comes the control. Reggie actually ulting in. And they're going to go on the left-hand side, but he locked a red card here. Will it be 1,000 gold in the lead? Kiwi Kid, though, not in a good place. Trying to get away from Reginald. Reggie locks the blue card. Will it be enough? The Ignite's going to tick. No! Kiwi's still running. Can he get away from this one? Reggie almost in range. The Q comes across Kiwi. There we go. Reggie taking a bit of pain. He locks a red card. That's not what he wanted to do. You know, Katarina already has a red card skin. Does not need another one. Still chasing down to Reginald. Gets the haste. There's the gold card. Can Reggie get away? Scar with the Q.
League doesn't attract new players anymore because the game has been the same for 9 years. This drives away new players because people that have been playing the game since beta are always going to have more game knowledge and be better all around than them unless they invest in a godly amount of time into the game. As a new player, if you had the choice, which would you rather play? A competitive game that's been out for less than a year, or a competitive game that has been out for 9 years? The only reason why League was popular for so long was because they had a monopoly on the market. League of Legends was the only competitive esport with good money in it. Dota 2 got released, but that was 4 years after League got released. Dota 2 was just a downgraded version of Dota All-Stars, which had been around since 2005. Granted, Dota does change the game a lot more than League, but Dota matches can last upwards of an hour, and ain't nobody got time for that. Seriously, why is turbo mode not the default mode? Also in Dota, you can report your teammates and get them 6-month ban from the game if you don't like them. Who the f thought that was a good idea? Now that there are other options, Riot Games and Valve are failing to adapt to change quickly enough because they have grown so comfortable. Since League is so dead and Riot just wants to milk that cow till it dries out, TSM's gonna slowly move away from League of Legends content. We picked up this player known as Battle Group Guy, but that game's crashing hard. Who wants to pay $30 for a Fortnite clone if they don't even know if they're gonna like the game or not? Me joining TSM brought them mad clout, and I got Pokemon in my DMs. We even duoed on stream. I was scared because it was the first time I've ever talked to a girl, so it's kind of awkward.
How was Vegas? Oh,
Vegas
wait.
was really fun.
Did you?
Well, there are 2 things I really enjoyed, but yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, go ahead. Tell me first.
Fortnite's taking over whether you like it or not, so as Ninja would say, Buckle up, you sticks.